All right, y'all. Welcome, welcome. Blessings in the name of Yeshua, the Messiah, Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel, the creator of heaven and earth. It is a beautiful day, and the cryptocurrencies are doing some crazy things. Oh man, crazy things. I can't wait to talk about it. It's pretty crazy. Oh man, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. I hope you guys are getting stoked. All right, y'all. Shout out to Sebastian. Shout out, to Sebastian. All altcoin pump picks, yeah, for sure. We got lots of those. The dollar fell off a cliff on the 5-minute chart. Interesting. Guys, the video that me and C137 did last night, it is no longer up. I had to take it down. But yeah, all right, let's get into this. We've got 38 seconds left. We're gonna do a little thumbnail dance while we wait. Do 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 do. That's the background music. Do 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 do. It's pretty good, right? Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Yeah, yesterday was such a profitable day for me. It was one of my best days trading in a long time. Yes. Shout out to Cam Young. All right, guys, let's just dive right into this. Forget the countdown. Let's get into this, guys. All right, so Ethereum, super important. Okay, Ethereum broke out of this trend line that I had been marked out on my chart. We had broken out of it, and we came down, and now we're currently back testing this trend line. We're back testing it. So this was what I was kind of looking at the hour. First of all, on the 3-day time frame for Ethereum, we broke out of this trend line right here. Whoa, Charlie. All right, there we go. We broke above this trend line that it was acting as our resistance all the way back from February 3rd. And we had this massive breakout. This is the 3-day chart, by the way, guys. I've been using the super large time frames lately, and I find that they give us really strong signals. They do give us strong signals. Now, keep in mind, we are starting to come to a top on the higher time frames. Like the daily printed this red dot the other day, which in the history, these red dots have led to kind of corrections here. So I think it's significant that when we come up here and we see that we were trading now on this trend line, we have broken below the trend line and we are currently retesting this trend line. One of two things is going to happen. Either we are going to reject off this trend line, and if we do reject off this trend line, I think it's going to put us down to about $3,209.80. It's very important. Those 80 cents are important. Don't be mistaken. Don't think we're going down to $3,209.79. Oh no, 80 cents. However, things are looking bullish, and as we know, Ethereum has been one of those coins where when things look like we're going to get a correction, we don't. And maybe this was the correction that we got right here. I'm not sure, but if we go to the 1-hour time frame, we can see that we have lots of momentum moving upwards right now. The 2-hour time frame, we just printed this nice tight trigger wave below the 0 line, which is typically a sign of upward momentum. So how will we know what is going to happen as far as are we going to come above this trend line? Here's what we're going to be looking for, y'all. Here's what we're going to be looking for. On the lower time frames, like the 1 hour. If we start to see this VWAP clip over like this, and if we print a red trigger wave here like this, to me, that means we are going to start seeing a correction for Ethereum, because then we see the clear direction of Market Cipher B coming down, right? Because we can already kind of start to see the direction of Market Cipher B coming down. We were printing nothing below the zero line. We had this, every lower wave that prints gets lower and lower, and every red wave that prints also gets lower and lower. We can see this happening. At the same time, we can see that there is the divergence where the price was getting higher and higher. The momentum was getting lower and lower. And so it could very well be time for us to have that correction that we need. The daily time frame is printing that red dot on Market Cipher B, and it could really be that time for the correction. We are going into a weekend, and a lot of times weekends will dump on us. And if we do dump, if we do reject off of this trend line here, which it looks like we may be doing, let me zoom into a lower time frame here. It's kind of hard to tell right now. It's a little bit difficult to tell. I will say that we do have somewhat of a bearish divergence right here, where the price has gone up and the momentum has gone down. We do see that the money flow has crossed from the blue into the red. I've just been so careful with Ethereum lately, guys, because every time I try and short Ethereum, I end up with my shorts down around my ankles in front of a whole crowd of people. And it's very embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. It's embarrassing because I wear SpongeBob tighty whities and everyone laughs at me. Because I'm supposed to be like, you know, this cool farmer guy, manly farmer, you know, tough guy. You know, I'm a power lifter and I have SpongeBob tighty whities. It's like, what in the world is up with this guy? Yeah. And honestly, with Ethereum, it's been pulling my shorts down around my ankles and my SpongeBob tighty whities at the same time. So, you know, I'm just being careful here. But here's what I would really want to see. I would want to see us actually come up and hit this trend line and reject off of it very clearly with a more clear, you know, Market Cipher B before I jump into a short. And actually, guys, to be totally transparent and real with you guys, to be totally transparent and real, I very well might enter a short here, and just put my stop loss above this fib extension and just kind of let it happen. I'm not advising this. This is not financial advice. But here's the thing. I've been long on Ethereum for many, many days, and I have been making insane amounts of profit on Ethereum. This is the second Ethereum trade that I've been in since, I forget when. But my first Ethereum trade was up like over 200%. I've been taking profits out of this one. So I can enter a short and, you know, just kind of have a very small, it's a good entry. It's objectively a good entry. If we enter right here and put the stop loss up here and set our take profit down here, objectively, that's just a good entry, right? It's 4 times reward to risk ratio. And it would, you know, this loss would be nothing compared to all the profits I've been making. So it's like the worst case scenario is I lose a tiny little bit of all the profits I've been making. Best case scenario is it's a successful scalp. But I'm not advising this. I'm just being transparent on how I would probably do it in this case. But here's the thing. If you are not in the position where you've been raking in the profits on Ethereum, I'm sure you have, right? Everyone's been long on Ethereum and it's been good, but, you know, make sure that if you are going to do something like this, and honestly, to be a real responsible stop loss, we'd have to put it above that last swing high. But if you are going to do something like this, make sure you have more confirmations before you just do it, because we did not get the back test of the trend line. However, what we did get was we came up to the resistance, and we were unable to form a higher high. In fact, on the 3-minute time frame, we can see that when we came up to the resistance, which is a Fibonacci level, we came up, we put in the high, we came back down, we put in a lower high, we came back down, we put in a lower high, and we've been doing lower highs ever since on the 3-minute time frame. If we go to the 6-minute time frame, we can see that, hang on, let me get here. The 6-minute time frame is looking like, we've got some very clear bearish divergence on the 6-minute time frame right now. Very clear, where we see price coming up, we see momentum coming down, and we see the money flow starting to curve there. So that's kind of what it is with Ethereum right now, and I'm currently long on Ethereum, and if I had to be totally transparent, I'm also in a short, but like I said, it's a short that I wouldn't advise. It's a short that I would not advise on the internet or in my Discord, because I don't want people to trade everything exactly the way I do. So again, on the 1-hour time frame, will give us much more conviction. If we come up and clip like this and print a red trigger wave like right here, then that's very, very clear direction. And the targets that I would be looking for Ethereum to enter, because I do believe obviously that the uptrend will continue, the first place that I would really be looking to enter along on Ethereum would be right here at about 3207. And then, of course, the next awesome place would be the 2926 level, because not only is this a strong fib level, but this would allow us to retrace, wick down to the initial breakout of this resistance that we were trading in since February 3rd, right? This resistance was our resistance since February 3rd. So if we did get a retest of this breakout site / resistance on February 3rd, not only would that give us a really healthy and much needed consolidation retracement after this massive move to the upside, but it would also give us a perfect entry right here, a perfect entry where we could actually, this would be the trade setup. And guys, this is not something you're going to see on cable TV. You're not going to see this on satellite TV, where people give you potential Ethereum trade setups. But really, if we do come down and test that, this would be the trade that I would enter. And I would put my stop loss below that trend line right here. And this would be a pretty nice Ethereum trade, like 38%. 38%. And yeah, if I was totally real, I would probably put my stop loss down below this. And of course, it depends on the market conditions. But yeah, looks like though we are rejecting off that trend line, at least in the short term. So we'll see what happens, guys. And of course, Ethereum, as we know, it messes with our heart. It messes with our heart, and whenever we think it's gonna correct, it doesn't correct. This 4-hour is looking mad bullish, guys. It's looking bullish. It's looking super bullish. Look at this. Look at this VWAP that came down, and it's gonna just kapam through that zero line. The money flow is thick, guys. It is thick. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Shout out to my man C137. C137, yeah, we're going to have to do another live stream together, bro. Shout out to Jesse Stevens. Shout out to Luis Lavera. He's in a long. The Ethereum Bitcoin pair has no take profit. Do you think I should? 50% up? Heck yeah, Luis, man. Hey, if anybody is ever in a long trade and you're up 50% and you haven't taken any profit, take some profit. You cannot lose taking profit. You cannot. All right. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin. 1 Bitcoin is, you know, it's been doing its thing. It has been consolidating, you know, and just kind of trading within this range here, right? It's interesting because if we go to my other Bitcoin chart, because here's what happened. If basically I was in a long on Ethereum, on Bitcoin. I was in a long on Bitcoin from Monday night, and let me see here. Yeah, so I was in a long from Bitcoin on Monday night. What happened was, I'll tell you guys the whole story. It was a nice story. The story goes, I shorted down from about 59,000, and then when we got to the bottom, right, I went long, and that is the long trade that I'm currently in. This long trade right here from this bounce off 54K, and you know, I'm still in that trade. That trade, as you can see here, did pretty well. And then what happened was, yesterday when Bitcoin got the dump, I added to my position down here at 55.4, and now I'm in a much larger Bitcoin position than I was. And you know, we got a nice bounce last night here, as you can see, from that 55.4. That this was a nice trade entry. This was a super nice trade entry. You know, we get the bounce, enter right here, come up. These are some 6-hour candles right here. I love 6-hour candles. They're so thick and juicy. I love the thick and juicy candles. And by the way, guys, the Jason Casper like button spikes to new highs while Bitcoin bulls aim to recapture 57K. Guys, make sure to like this video. FOMO into the like button, because look at the chart. It's totally going off the rails. There is no bottom in sight. We are totally parabolic. And also, if this video can get 3,000 likes, by the end of this stream, I will give away 0.1 BTC on this stream. I will give it away to one lucky winner. Although I don't necessarily believe in luck, guys. But it's a colloquialism. A colloquialism. Do you guys know what word I'm trying to say? Colloquialism? I don't know. But, so, that's what's going on with Bitcoin. It's so strange to see, you know, I probably have my mindset wrong right now, because obviously we've been trading in this range right here for quite some time, right? If we just pull up this chart here, it's very obvious that we've been trading in this range. And then this is an area where, you know, I should always be looking to enter along, which was good. I got that part right. But then, you know, this is an area right around, right under 58K where I should be looking to enter short. And so we came down, got the bounce, right? Then we came down again, and we bounced off of the exact, literally to the exact dollar of the initial entry. Well, maybe not to the exact dollar, but close to that dollar. And so basically my plan with the Bitcoin trade is this. This is how I'm trading this. I have high hopes. I have high hopes. And this is the 3-day time frame right now, which in all honesty, guys, it was looking much stronger than it's looking right now. Money flow is coming down. The VWAP is looking sad. We were printing this tight green trigger wave, but now it's looking a little bit looser, okay? My hopes for this is that we are actually going to reclaim the 59K level as our support. And if we do that, then my target is 61. And if we reclaim that, my target is 63. And if we reclaim 63.5 as our support, then I do believe we're going to see a new all-time high. And so I've been in this long since Monday. In fact, let's see, when did I get into this trade? I mean, it's hard to tell on the daily time frame, but you know, right here on this candle, when we came and wicked down to this region here, I've been in the trade since all the way back here. That's about a week. And let us see what happens. If we lose, you know, if we lose the 54, I would even, yeah, if we lose this area, then I'm gonna be out of the trade, and I will get back in if conditions are good. But I'm really hoping that, you know, this could turn into a really nice swing trade. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. If we go to the 2-day, we can see that we're looking a little bit nicer. The VWAP now is pointing up a little bit nicer. If we go to the daily, okay, we can see that there's a sign that, you know, potentially either we are going to get a dip like this and print a red trigger wave here, or we are going to get some more momentum and head to the upside. Obviously, we need to look at other conditions before we can make a decision. If we go to the 4-hour, we can see that we just printed this nice 4-hour wave here. And just give me 1 second. Yeah, so on the 4-hour time frame, we're printing this green dot, and congratulations to everybody who actually took the 4-hour 24-minute setup here, where we're printing this green dot, and then we immediately start to print this green dot in the 24-minute, and we get this massive pump. The 4-hour 24-minute strategy, guys, it's a good one. And yeah, so here's the thing. Depending on what happens, it's hard to tell, right? Because we've been trading within this range very clearly, right? Very clearly, ever since we broke above 54.4, we've just been trading between these levels. And if we're unable to break above this 59K resistance, then we're either going to continue to consolidate in this general area, which I would consider, you know, this general area being between, you know, 59K and even 48K, or we're going to see some more downward movement. Because when we started to dump, you know, I was always kind of looking out for some more downward movement for Bitcoin. That's just what I was looking out for. I was kind of expecting to see us do something like this and then come back up. I was kind of expecting us to come to 61 around and then come back down even lower. And we could come pretty low. I mean, honestly, we could come all the way down to 35,000, and Bitcoin would still remain bullish. It would still remain in the uptrend. 35,000 is, if we put on our volume indicator, 35,000 is an area of high volume, right? Right around here. This is a high volume node. 37.5 is a high volume node as well. And really, if we lose the 48,000, we really don't have much volume in between this whole area, because you know, there's just not that much trading volume. We have this one Elon Musk candle, which blasted us off to Mars in the stratosphere, right? So, just something to keep our eyes on. And in the meantime, if we're looking to trade, what we're going to do is we're just going to look at our levels that we have marked out. And guys, if you want to learn how to mark these levels and use Fibonacci's and all this, check out JasonCasperTrading.com. JasonCasperTrading.com. Gain the knowledge and skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. You know that this is true because it's on the internet, right? But all joking aside, guys, this is actually this course. This is a course that I put together. You can read all the testimonials here. If you're in the Discord, you can check out the testimonials as well. But this is basically everything I wish I knew before I started trading. It goes over all the TA you need to know. It goes over Market Cipher in detail. And really, the end goal is to teach you how you can create your own trading strategy that you can backtest so that you can be confident. And while you're learning, we give you 3 or 4 trading strategies that you can use out of the box to start being profitable while you're still learning, so that you can win trades while you're still learning. If we go to the Discord here, you know, there's let's see here. We do have testimonials in the Discord, and you know, this person finished the course, started making some trades, and started winning trades right away. First trade. So check it out. Is the course worth the money, they ask? As my dad used to say when answering in the affirmative, is the Pope Catholic? Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so that's pretty much it for Bitcoin, guys. You know, right now things are looking just average. Let's get into some altcoins. But before I do, let me pop into the chat. Yeah, honestly, guys, I might even close out my Bitcoin long over the weekend. I might, because this momentum is looking weak. I'll have to wait and see if we can hit 59K by today. But if we lose this level, I'm gonna close, because I'm already in profit. So why would I mess with it? Yeah. So there are some interesting coins. Let me pop into the chat real quick. Shout out to HK with the super chat. Wow. Who says super googly? Super googly, what's going on, super googly? An OG of this channel. I only trade altcoins on spot in the last week, and I'm making sick gains. Saw some opportunities for leveraged trades, but they are mentally consuming to manage, so I stick to spot trading alts at the moment. Yeah, I mostly spot trade alts too. I mostly spot trade altcoins too. You know, on Binance you can margin trade, and it's actually a great way to make money. But you know, spot trading alts on Binance is totally fine. ADA is going to $2. Yeah, let's take a look at ADA, guys, because I am a huge ADA hodler. I love Cardano. Let me see here. This is Cardano right here. Let me go to the daily time frame. These are my targets for Cardano. You know, ever since the breakout, whoa, what did I do there? Yeah, so ever since we broke out of this range with Cardano a couple days ago, you could see that we came up and we hit this target quite perfectly, and these are fib extension targets, guys. These are Fibonacci numbers, and we came back down for a nice retest, thick wick, and now we're pumping up again. So my next target for Cardano is $1.78.93, and I think that we will absolutely hit that target, and then the next target is $2. And I think that these are targets we can hit now that we have. Well, I wouldn't say that we've necessarily put in a new. We have put in a new high, but we don't know where this high is going to end. If we go to the 4-hour, we can see that this is a sign of strength right here. This is a sign of massive strength as far as the Cardano goes, because the money flow on Market Cipher is getting thicker, right? Is getting thicker overall, and this is a sign that, you know, we tried to cool off, but instead of coming down, what we just did was we consolidated on this Fibonacci level for 24 hours, about a day, and then we're getting this momentum pushed to the upside. So I would not be surprised if we hit our target today. I would not be surprised Of course, in the crypto markets, I wouldn't be surprised if everything goes to zero. But on the lower time frames, like on the 12-minute, we can see that, you know, we were consolidating, and then you could see that we're money flow crossing into the red, and now it's crossing over again into the blue. What we need to do on like the 12-minute is we need to cool off a little bit, and we need to print a nice trigger wave right here so we can get this very clear direction to the upside. And, you know, I would be looking for, you know, consolidation here and then getting the push to $1.7893. And then, you know, if the uptrend continues, and let's just assume that the uptrend is going to continue, because the trend is your friend until the end of the trend, meaning the trend usually will continue until all of a sudden it doesn't continue anymore. So if this trend does continue, then what we can do is we can take out our fib extension tool, and we can kind of extrapolate as to where this thing could go. So we would take it from, you know, this swing low of the move to this level, and then back down to the bottom. Let's say that we consolidate, you know, on the level we're at right now. This gives us little sub levels to look for. You know, if we wanted to, if we were trading this lower term, and of course this is hypothetical, guys. This is hypothetical, but the way that we use the fib extension tool is we need 3 points of an uptrend. We need a swing low, a swing high, and then a swing low. So we need to be able to identify a swing low and a swing high and then a swing low. And basically, if anybody doesn't know what those terms mean, the swing highs and the swing lows are basically just, if we were to turn on the line chart, they're the areas where you can clearly see the reversal, right? The V shape, and then the A shape, and then the V shape again. And yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our fib extension tool from a swing low to a swing high and click it there, and then we're going to drag it down to a swing low. And what this does is it gives us targets that we can shoot for if the trend, if we're assuming that the uptrend will continue. These are targets that we can now shoot for. And of course, you can do this from multiple locations, but these levels are respected, guys. They really are respected. You know, if we come to, let me see here. If we like these Fibonacci levels are so respected. Like, look at this for Ethereum, right? This Ethereum trade, when we broke out of the diamond, the first place that we find our clear resistance at is one of those Fibonacci extension levels, and we wick up and come back down, and then we wick up again for the second 45-minute candle and come back down, and you can see that the candle bodies are right here on this line. And then even later in that same breakout, we come up and we wick up to this orange line, which is a fib extension, like right to it. So these are great ways to set targets, especially at 7:30 p.m. if you use AT&T Wi-Fi. 7:30 p.m. is a great time to look at your fib. It's a great time to pull out your fib. 7:30 p.m. is the best time to pull out the fib. You just pull it out. You don't care who sees. It's 7:30 p.m. It's time to party. Pull out your fib and start stretching it all over the screen. Okay? Stretching it up, stretching it down. You can find some really good entries that way. Okay? Some really great entries. So, yeah, guys, 800 people watching, only 100 likes. FOMO into the like button, guys. I mean, you saw the chart for this thing. You can trade it on Bybit with 100x leverage. And as I was saying, if we can get this video to 3,000 likes during this stream, I will absolutely give away 0.1 Bitcoin. 0.1 Bitcoin. That's a whole tenth of a Bitcoin. That is a whole tenth of a Bitcoin. And that's right, guys. Please be careful when you pull your fib out, okay? You don't want that thing to fire off and put someone's eye out, or worse, okay? You could blow someone's hand off with that. especially these new fibs. They hold a lot of rounds in the magazine, and they're small. You'd be surprised how many rounds can fit inside that Fibonacci magazine. And the reason so many rounds can fit in there is because of the mathematical ratio that allows more things to fit into a smaller area. And remember, guys, it's not the size of the fib that counts, because small fibs can be extremely useful. Okay, small fibs can be extremely useful. For example, if we see here, fibs can be used in two ways, guys. Fibs can be used in two ways. First, we can use them for retracements, like even on the smaller time frames, right? This is the 12-minute time frame. We can just take it from a swing high to a swing low, and we can notice that, look, we get reactions off of these areas, right? We're bouncing off the 618. We get a reversal off the 786. And then if we want to find, this is how we find supports, right? If we are in an uptrend and we come up and then we start to dump, you can use the fib to find supports by pulling it from the low to the high, and then you can say, okay, these are areas where I'll be looking for a reversal. And of course, we use Market Cipher to find that reversal right here as we're bouncing off the 618. I'm sure on a lower time frame we could see a money flow crossover there too. So we can use it to find supports. We can use our fib to find resistances. How do we do that? Well, we can use our fib to find resistances once we know that we put in the swing high and the swing low and we're getting the bounce off that fib level. Then what we can do is we can pull our fib from the swing high to the swing low, and now we're getting resistances that we can look for. And look at this, guys. Look at this, okay? This is the 12-minute time frame. Look at how these are respected. We got our bounce off our first fib, right? Our first fib was from the swing low to the swing high. We get a perfect bounce off the 786 fib level right here. We wick right down to it. This is how we find our supports on the way down with the fib. Swing low to swing high. Then once we put in this swing low and we know we're getting the reversal, then we pull our second fib from the swing high to the swing low. And look at how these levels are respected, guys. We come up and we find perfect resistance. The first place we find resistance is right here between the 0.32 and the 0.5. As many of you know, this is always my first target if I'm using fibs to trade a bounce. My first target is always between the 0.382 and the 0.5. And then what happens? We come up, we bounce off the 0.5, we bounce off the 618, find resistance at the 786, bounce off the 618, come up. Perfect resistance to the exact nanosecond, okay? We're taking a penny under the microscope and using this tiny little diamond tip to cut the penny into little microcents. And this is where these levels are respected, guys. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, is that not phantasmic? Is that not fantastic? So yeah, that's where I'm at with Cardano. Sorry, guys. I guess I went off on a little tangent there, right? So, and look at this too. Like, we're getting a bounce, like a little bounce off this one-to-one extension. It's just like, it's respected. That's all I'm trying to say. The respect is real, right? RESPECT, find out what you eat with me. What's the song go? RESPECT, now you know I like cheese. Something like that. Okay. What other coins? Binance Coin. That's one that I'm invested in. Chainlink, Polkadot. Let's talk about Polkadot. Okay, I am invested in Polkadot. I'm in a Polkadot long right now. Let me see. Where's that Polkadot chart that I have here? Yeah, respect the like button, y'all. Respect the like button. Monero and Bitcoin, guys. Monero and Bitcoin. This was a trade that I was eyeing up in my Discord yesterday. The Monero Bitcoin pair. Monero, what a great privacy coin, right? So last night I was looking at here, Monero forming this cup and handle pattern, about to get a nice tight money flow cross, green trigger wave on the 3-day. Okay, on the 3-day. This is the trade setup right here, as you can see. and we were trading at about 0.008073. I guess 8,073 Satoshis back last night, and now today we are trading at 8,774 Satoshis. So that's pretty cool. So I've been trading a lot of the Bitcoin pairs lately. Let me see. What chart did I have this on? So it wasn't this chart. It might have been this chart. And yeah, yesterday, guys, with the altcoin pumps, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy, was it not? Let me just make sure my trades are not on fire here. Okay, doing pretty good, doing pretty well. Last night with the altcoin pumps, it was just so crazy. Shout out to Super Kitty, who says Teacher of the Year. Super Kitty, I am honored and humbled by that comment, and I mean that because Super Kitty, if you guys don't know, is a technical analysis expert. You can check her out on TradingView. You can check out her Discord. Man, she posts the craziest stuff. I'm telling you, the craziest stuff. Check her out. But yeah, the altcoins were pumping yesterday. KSM, Kusama was pumping. Tron was pumping. Polkadot was pumping. Polkadot hit 2 of our take profits yesterday. What else was pumping? Yesterday was nuts. Zilliqa, we hit 2 take profits for Zilliqa. The Sushi Bitcoin pair was going nuts yesterday. The Sushi USD pair was going nuts yesterday, hitting all these take profits. Like I said, yesterday was a crazy day. We got the Bitcoin trade in there. We got the altcoin trades in there. We didn't get any Ethereum trades in there, but Ethereum has been playing with my heart, guys. Playing with my heart, like I've just been long, taking profits, and whenever we get a small dip, I add to it, but I haven't really been able to post any good trade setups because when we're so overextended, I just don't feel comfortable posting trade setups because I can't post trades that I'm not confident in. You know what I'm saying? I might take them in a risk, but I don't want other people to follow me down a cliff. That's what you guys know what I'm saying. So Polkadot, let's look at Polkadot. I love Polkadot. Just regular old dot and Tether. I need to organize my charts, guys, because I tried to keep them separate for I tried to keep one for like the live streams and one for my own personal use, and it just didn't work out. Okay, so we got Binance Coin there, not looking the best, but we'll talk about that. Is this our Polkadot chart? What happened to my Polkadot chart? I don't know. Well, anyway, if I go back here to the Discord, I can see my Polkadot chart in hindsight. So this was it here. I think that is the right chart. 42 was my my target that we hit, and the next target is 47. So let's see. This is definitely not that chart. I apologize, guys. This is so unprofessional. I'm extremely unprofessional. But here's the thing, y'all. If you come to this channel for professionality, you ain't gonna find it here, because I ain't professional, all right? I'm just a Southern conservative American. I love George W. Bush. I live on a farm. I plant corn all day. I'm literally a tractor trader, all right? I'm out there literally on my tractor. Okay, I got the iPhone in one hand looking at the Bitcoin charts while I'm planting the real corn. Okay, I got the laptop in the pickup truck, in the bed of the truck, ready to go in case I got to go make some quick moves and Binance and all them other exchanges. I don't know. So, this is not the most professional thing in the world. But I'll tell you what you will get here. You'll get some good infotainment. So, let's see, Polkadot. Man, I wish I could find my Polkadot chart, guys. I apologize for this. I thought I figured this out before the stream too. I'm like, all right, I know where my Cardano chart is. I know where my Polkadot chart is. I know where my Chainlink chart is. But I guess not, guys. Well, anyway, if we look at Polkadot, my next target is, you know, like I said in the stream, my next target is all the way up at 47. Shout out to Muhammad. Yeah, I'll check out Zilliqa, bro. I will. After I check out Polkadot, I'll check out Zill, because I was just in a Zill trade and I took out profits, and I still have a little moon bag in there. But so I'm gonna go to Polkadot real quick. Let's go to a higher time frame, like I like the 3-day or even maybe the 2-day or even the 1-day, and let's just zoom out here. And okay, so first of all, Polkadot. If we turn on the if we pull out our fib again, and we pull it from where was I pulling it from? Was I pulling it from here to here? Yeah, I was pulling it from here to there. No, what, man? This was a fib extension. I'm sorry, guys. Let's look at Zilliqa. Let's look at Zilliqa. Anyway, long story short, I am bullish on Polkadot, and I'll have to find my chart. And if I do, I'll post all the levels in the Discord. And so, okay, so Zilliqa, this is let's mark out some levels. So I'm here on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, it seems like we are coming to a top right here. Something that is a little bit concerning on the daily time frame, guys, and we have to be honest about this fact, is that we are printing, you know, the divergence, right? The bearish divergence, where from December 28th, 2020, the momentum has been coming down, and yet the price has been going up. Not only has the momentum been coming down, but the money flow has been coming down as well. And so that's something that we need to be aware of. Okay, so I'm currently have a small position in Zilliqa, but all 3 of my take profits have been hit on this trade. So if we pull up our good old VPVR volume indicator, this will give us some nice levels to take a look at. So obviously we have a high volume node right here, acting as a nice support. And if we go to the 2-day, you know, we can see just by looking at the chart here with our eyes, we can clearly see that this level was a resistance, and then it became a support, and then it flipped to resistance here. It was resistance here. It was resistance here, and so that's a very strong level. Let's go to the 4-hour and zoom out just a tad. We can see that we also have a high volume node right here. And this is, if you can see, guys, the place that we wicked up to, literally. This is where we found our resistance. This is where we found our resistance. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, things are looking, you know, more bullish when we zoom in than they are on the daily time frame, because momentum is coming up, money flow is coming up. But I'm not necessarily certain if this is, you know, because of how the higher time frames are looking, right? Looking like this. I'm not really sure if this is something that I want to be continuously holding. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Zilliqa is a very good project. I think it has a lot of upward potential, but I really want to see us come above this resistance right here. I really want to see us come above the 24-cent mark, because if we're able to come above this is a high volume node. If we're able to come above here and confirm that as support, we might be able to get another move to the upside. But right now, the fact that we have formed this double top right here and have been unable to reclaim to claim this resistance as support, I don't know, it's not the most bullish thing. In fact, it's kind of bearish, right? Because it's a double top, and then we could come down. We could come down to some of these previous support levels. And let me go to the daily time frame. Where would we be looking for support? Well, you know, obviously right around here we have a level of support, and then underneath there I guess you could say this area was support too, and then here as well was support. So we don't really, we have intermediary levels in here too, right? But really, this zone right here, I don't want us to lose this as far as being bullish long term. If we go to the weekly time frame, let me zoom out here. I guess you could say that we would have a weekly level right about here. So I really want to see us come above this resistance. Now the weekly time frame, we can see Zilliqa looking pretty good on the weekly time frame, right? The money flow is, in general, getting thicker. We still have the divergence playing out, but the money flow is getting thicker, and if money is coming into an asset, that means the price is going to go up. And so on this large time frame, the weekly, it's looking pretty well. It's looking pretty good. We've got the green dot on the weekly time frame, which has given us this pump to the upside, right? So really we just need to keep our eyes on what's happening right here. If we pull out our fib retracement, our fib extension tool, let's pull some fibs on Zilliqa. Let's pull out some fibs, and I'm going to go back to the daily time frame here. I'm going to turn off the volume indicator, and I'm going to pull the fib from, well, let's pull it from the swing high to the swing low right here, and see what we can see. Yeah, so these are some resistances, and it's no coincidence, of course, that we come up and find some consolidation on the 618, and now we're getting a perfect rejection off the 1-to-1, 100% of that retracement. We've come back up 100% from that retracement, and so if the uptrend does continue, then these would be some targets that we could set for Zilliqa. 29 cents, 34 cents, 43 cents we could potentially see, 50 cents we could see Zilliqa go on tour with 50 cents. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Yeah, like I say, this to me, I want to see us break and confirm this resistance right here. Simply because until we do, we should just treat this as a range. And actually, if we do put back on our volume indicator here, we can see that this literally is our range. If I remove all the other drawings, it's so funny. I just got a text from my friend saying, "Dude, what do you think about Dogecoin?" Man, I have some mixed feelings. I really do. This would be our value area high and our value area low. And even though we're technically above that right now, I think we have some strong resistances where we're at, and I want to see us really claim this. Okay, let me pop back into the chat here, and let me see what's going on, guys. FOMO into the like button. We've got 700 people in here, only 400 likes. Again, if we can get this video up to 3,000 likes, then yeah, I'll give away 0.1 Bitcoin. Shout out to Robert. Robert B. Shout out to you, my bro. Thank you. I think you're an awesome man as well. Check the white paper on Trias. That's something I'll have to write down. Let me write that down. Trias. Theta, Filecoin. Where can I sign up for alerts? Oh, well, here's the thing, guys. As far as the alerts go, right? Like the trades that I enter. Shout out to Memory Man. Holds 102 Doge and he already feels dirty. Guys, is it not true that Doge is man, everybody is shout out to Hattrick V-Chain. Everyone's talking about Doge now, and it's oh man, can you believe that we're here? Even Carl from the Moon is trading Doge now, and everyone's trading Doge. Even now, what's the ad that all us crypto people see on YouTube? eToro. It's like Chad trades Bitcoin, and he doesn't do anything except play video games all day. Yet he wins all his trades. Why? Because this other nerdy guy, Steve, is sitting there at his computer looking at the charts doing TA, and Chad just copies Steve at the computer. So you should sign up for eToro too. That's how the ads go. And now eToro is even trading it. I hear rumors that Binance is going to start trading it. Guys, I have not been a Doge believer, but I have missed out. I've totally missed out on Doge. It's crazy. Hey. Let's be nice. Radim86, Car from the Moon is not an idiot. Actually, the guy does good TA, man. He does good TA. I like Carl from the Moon. I like him because he posts videos while I'm asleep, and then I can wake up in the morning and he's like, emergency, Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, I got to get my computer, got to get my phone. I can't even see straight. And then I'm on Bybit, pushing buy, pushing sell. I don't even know. Oh, whew. And then what do you know? Exactly as he predicted. We hit our target. Exactly as he predicted. I really like Carl. I like the guy. Shout out to Litmo Crypto, who capitalized on Doge since 4 cents. Yeah. We could see a dollar Doge. I think we could. Yeah. So I have to do V-Chain. Everyone who's shilling Trias in here, yeah, I'll take a look at it. Maria Lassam follows Carl, says he's awesome. Louis Farmer knows how to get me to look at a coin, XRP, and I'll become Christian. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, you really know how to manipulate Jason Casper. Yeah, we should look at XRP, but first V-Chain, and the reason why we have to look at XRP is because I'm actually in an XRP trade up 85%, which is down about 15% since the beginning of this live stream. But let me just say, guys, about these trades. These are swing trades. I've been in them for a long time. I've been taking out profits. They're all guaranteed winners. I've been in these trades since Monday, the Ethereum trade since later in the week, because I was up quite a bit on my Ethereum trade, and I just closed out the whole position and entered a new long. Because instead of, I don't know why I did that. I just closed out the trade, and instead of adding to an open trade, I closed it out, I entered a new one. Sometimes you gotta change your underwear. So, let's talk about V-Chain. V-Chain versus Tether here. Okay, so, wow. V-Chain versus Tether. V-Chain, guys, is a good cryptocurrency, and I think it's a project that has a lot of potential here. And we have right here, if we go to the weekly time frame, okay, we have these yellow lines right here are the weekly levels of support and resistance. So we have 25 cents as our weekly resistance. If we can close a weekly candle above 25 cents, I do believe that we shall see more movement to the upside, okay? So I'll have to text my good friend Elon and tell him, bro, you need to get on the Twitter machine right now and start talking about vet. Start talking about vet, because we don't want those animals to be sick. We need a vet in the house. Let's blast this thing to the moon. The pink lines are areas of high volume. Okay, they're areas of high volume. So right now, we're currently rejecting off an area of resistance where there is high volume node and just a weekly level that we can draw with our eye. Right here, this green line is a Fibonacci level, and then this yellow line right here is another weekly support. So right now, this area between the 24-25 cent area and the 21 cent area is currently where we should be focusing on, right? If V-Chain comes down to this zone right here, it would be honestly a good time to go long. All right, Alex clearly, he's bribed me with money to check out Trias. So I will, bro. I'll check it out. And I'll check out some other coins that people keep telling me to check out too. But yeah, this is what we're doing with V-Chain on the weekly. If we go to the two-day time frame, we can see here that we came up, we claimed this previous resistance as support. This is a good sign. We claimed it as support. This is a I'm sorry guys, I'm reading the chat here. This is a good sign. On the 2-day time frame, we have this powerful green dot right here, okay? I find that the 2 and 3 day time frames can be very, very powerful for showing us where the momentum is really heading. This is so crazy. People are just in here shilling the Trias coin, and paying money, €5. Man. Shout out to Enda Cherry Moya. I love Cherry Moya. Isn't that dessert, right, with the cherries? And anyway, the higher time frames, the 2-day, the 3-day, they really do give us like signs of powerful momentum to the upside. I've been all about the higher time frames lately. On the daily, we still have this VWAP pointing to the upside after a period of consolidation, which is important to keep in mind, guys. We were consolidating here, and we could even say that we were trading along this trend line, I guess, right here for quite some time, from April 22nd all the way to May 6th. This trend line was acting as our resistance, and so we broke out of that trend line. We broke out of the Fibonacci resistance and the weekly resistance. If we go to the 4-hour time frame for V-Chain, it looks like we need to cool off a little bit, right? It looks like we need to cool off a little bit. So here's what I would really be looking for. I would be looking for on the 4-hour time frame for us to cool off, come down, print a wave somewhere in here. And what that would do is it would obviously give us a very, very clear direction on Market Cipher, where we've got our bottom, we've got the consolidation period, we have the breakout. Okay, now we need to cool off. Maybe we'll retest these supports and get a bounce off to the upside. And what we want to see is we want to see Market Cipher be cooling off. I want to see if the 4-hour can cool off and we can maintain these levels of support, then I think that's a very strong indication that we will be continuing in the uptrend. Because the way that price moves is, we come up, we consolidate, we come up, we consolidate, right? We come up, we retrace, we come up, we retrace, we come up, we retrace, we come up, we retrace. This is a long retracement, and then we come up. And if the trend is your friend until the end of the trend, and assuming that this uptrend will continue, then we can look for an entry on VET, after the 4-hour cools off. That's really how I like to do it. Is I for the altcoins, I look at the larger time frames. I look at the 4-hour to really get those good pumps, right? Now we're not looking to day trade this. We're looking to hold this. And let me also just pull out my fib again. Let me pull out my fib from the swing high to the swing low, and just kind of see where we can hit some targets here, because these will be our resistances on the way up from the swing low. And as you can see, that they are resistances, right? We could have shorted the 618 twice. We finally break out of the 618, and now we find our resistance at the 786. So again, yeah, let's wait for us to cool off. Maybe it would be a great setup to get the bounce off the 618. You would have a very clear entry where you could put your stop loss after we get the bounce, just below, the 618 and like this trend line, just to say, okay, I'm assuming we're bouncing off of this area. And then we would set our target. You know, the first one would be here at the all-time high. The second one for me would be up here at 32 cents. And then we just keep on going upward. We keep on going upward. The 1.618 is 37 cents. Guys, with the Trias though, maybe chill with the Trias, because I don't know anything about it. Here's the thing. Let me look into it, and I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it tomorrow, because I don't know anything about it. Okay, so I don't want to talk about something I don't know anything about. I'll have to look into it. Okay. Yeah, let's look at XRP real quick. And then, you know, if everybody is so stoked on Trias, we'll have to look at it. XRP, right here. Okay, so this is XRP. This is my XRP long that I'm in on the 4-hour. XRP was getting this really nice, this super nice. Yeah, okay, I'll take a look, guys. I will take a look. Yeah, XRP, Democoy Walters. Yeah, XRP, bro. I'm long on XRP, man. I'm long on it. Up 83%. All right, this is my entry down here at $1.39. And I hit 2 take profits. I actually added to my position somewhere in this area here. Didn't actually get to take profit again yet. However, it's still up 83%. And, you know, I'm looking for XRP to hit all-time highs. I'm looking for a $2.25 ripple. That's just the reality of the situation. If we go to the 3-day time frame, well, it was looking a little juicier. In the past, right? If this VWAP starts to really come down, then obviously, you know, I'm going to have to rethink my position. If we go to the 2-day, you know, we can see on the 2-day that the whoa, what's going on? If we go to the 2-day, we can see that we did just recently print that green dot on Market Cipher B. The VWAP is curving to the upside. The money flow is getting consistently thicker. If we go to the daily time frame, we can see that, hey, I just got a text from my dad. And it's not an emergency. Okay, good. That's good to know. And now you guys know that too. Yeah, I'm expecting to hit all-time highs on XRP. And the reason is because, guys, the trend is your friend until the end of the trend. So if we can come up and we can hit all 3 take profits and reclaim this as our support, then I think we're going to go higher. If, on the other hand, we are unable to print the higher high and we come up and we come down and we come up and this is as high as we go and we come down and put in the lower low, lower high, lower low, then I'll have to change my view. But until then, I'm super bullish on the Ripple. I did take a break from Ripple for a long time, as many of you know, but I'm back on the Ripple train, and I am glad I am, because the gains have been pretty good. I've been gaining a lot on the Ripple, as you can see behind this thumbnail. This thumbnail, you can see it's time for the big revelation. Dun 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 dun. Wow, look at that. It's crazy. 86%. All right, so take a look at this Trias thing. But before I do, I have to let's see here. Okay, so I hear that the banter guys started shilling this coin, and it went up. Let's take a look at it. It's on KuCoin, huh? Wow! Oh my goodness! This is insane. Oh my goodness! Wow! This is crazy. This is the daily. Let's go to the weekly. This is nuts. Let's see. Okay, so in the past 4 weeks, this thing has gone up about 312%. That's insane. That is insane. Well, all right, let's do some TA on it. Now, I don't know anything about this coin. I haven't read the white paper, but I'm just going to do some TA on the chart. We have very little price action to go off of. So, you know, obviously, I would say this here is a weekly level of support and resistance. This would also be a weekly level of support and resistance. If we go to the daily time frame, let's see if we can mark out some daily levels of support and resistance. I would put one right here. I would put one right here. And I'm just going to change these from yellow to orange. I like the color orange for the dailies. I like the color... hang on. I like the color yellow for the weeklies. So this would be our daily level here. And let's take a look at volume. Let's just take a look at it on the daily time frame. You know, we don't have a lot of price action to work with here. So okay, the weekly is our point of control of the previous range that we just broke out of. This is the value area high. I'll make that purple. And this is the value area low down here. I'll make that purple as well. And then our point of control is basically this weekly time frame. I mean, really, guys, I don't know. You know, from a technical standpoint, and if I'm not just going off of fundamentals, I can't say that I would enter a position on this coin. Yes, it could continue to pump forever, but for me, like. Let's just see here if we take the fib from a swing high to a swing low. You know, I would if this is how we're obtaining our resistance levels right here. Okay, so there's a lot of confluence here between the fib levels and these other resistances that I drew, right? So the volume, the high volume, the value area high is the 1-to-1. This daily is the 786. The point of control is the 0.5, and I'm sorry, no, it's the 382. And so, just technically speaking, let me, you know, obviously the 1.618 right here would be our next resistance. And so, if I was going to enter position here, I would obviously want to wait until we came above the 1.618 because. The thing is, right now, this is technically our resistance. And I'm always very concerned when it comes to longing coins like this that are very new, I don't know anything about. If I knew more about it, perhaps then I would consider a position here. But, I mean, from my perspective, guys, you have to understand, you know, I don't know anything about it. All I see is giant blue candlesticks, which... if I were to just enter a position here willy-nilly, that would be FOMO, and I guarantee that as soon as I click that buy button, guys, everyone who's been shilling this coin, their shills would wear off, and this thing would just come right back down. It would just come right back down. But on a good note for altcoins, guys, the Bitcoin dominance is dumping right now. It is totally dumping right now. And it's only 44%. And, you know, alts are going to really start to pump. Alts are going to start to pump like they already are. So I think that, you know, any time that Bitcoin dominance drops, it's a good time to get into alts. And if Trias is a good one, I'll have to look more into it because you guys convinced me in the chat. Appreciate it. And, yeah. Okay, shout out to... Stray, who says, my girlfriend left me for Trias. That's cool. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, guys, you know, if anyone's in the chat, like, you know, don't ever enter a trade based on a YouTuber or especially somebody in a YouTuber chat because... you know, we just don't know. We don't know what's going to happen with these things, right? We don't know unless you do your own research, right? That's the thing that everyone says. Do your own research. Do your own research. Okay, Bitcoin doing all right. All right, let me pop back into the chat. Moonwolf says, Trias looks scam to me. Adventures with Tom says, Trias duck. Patrick Freeze, hey Jason, is the highest Patreon the one to get your trade alerts? Yes, yes. So basically, guys, if you want to see the trades that I post in the Discord, you can become a level 2 Patreon to do that. And if you become a level 1 Patreon, then you get access to the VIP TA channels, as well as I do weekly live streams where I talk about what trades I am planning to enter that week. If we get to certain places, I basically look at the charts and say, okay, what is my ideal, if I could control the future, which I cannot, what trades would I want to enter? And a lot of times, guys, those trades happen, but sometimes they don't, and that's okay. Cody Brown, what is the name of the... Shout out to J-Boy Bullish, who says VIP2 Patreon is worth it. I'll talk about Matic, because I've been eyeing up Matic. The volume indicator that I'm using, guys, is called Visible Range. If you go to indicators right here and you type in Visible Range right here, make sure to star it. It will pull up this indicator, and then the way I tune it by clicking this gear icon, and I go to inputs. I put it on 270, and of course, guys, I change the value area up and the value area down to blue and purple, and I make the point of control a nice thin white line. So I hope you guys do the same. I hope everybody in this YouTube chat, all 693 of you, actually do use purple and blue candles. All right, so somebody says Trias is dumping. Is Trias dumping on KuCoin? Looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty strong. Looks pretty dang strong, to be honest with you. The 1 minute chart is so funny. Look at this, though. This is so crazy how we just flatline up there. Okay, let's take a look at Ethereum real quick, because like I said, I technically am short on Ethereum, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, don't know if that's a good idea. Don't do what I do. Okay, so as far as trades go, guys, like in the Discord, I don't even consider these trades signals, right? I'm not telling you what to do. I am just telling you guys, well, for legal purposes, these are trades that I may or may not be even entering. In fact, none of this is financial advice, just so you guys know. In fact, it is pure entertainment, hypothetical stuff. I may or may not be entering these trades. And also, if you do think this is financial advice, okay, and it's not financial advice, this is purely just information, entertainment. I'm just looking at the charts and providing you my opinion. But if you do think this is financial advice, you will absolutely lose all your cryptocurrency. You will lose all your fiat currency. You will lose your car keys. You will get a flat tire. You won't be able to go to work. Your boss will fire you for no call, no show, because you'll also lose your cell phone, and you won't be able to call your boss to tell her that you got a flat tire and you lost your keys. She's going to fire you, and your boss is a she. She's going to fire you. And the reason I say your boss is a she is because my last boss was a she. And yeah, if you guys actually think that this is financial advice, or that you should do these trades that I do, you're definitely going to lose everything. Your friends are going to stop talking to you. Your kids are going to disown you. Life will be miserable, okay? All because you thought that this was financial advice. So, you know, if you do become a level 2 Patreon, where you can see the entertainment that I post in here, it's posted on the Discord. So you need to join the Discord, and Patreon will link you to the Discord. And then you can see the entertainment Bitcoin trades like this, right? Where we long almost the bottom and ride it all the way up to the resistance. And the altcoin potential pumps like this, right? Like sushi. So, yeah. Let's see here. Shout out to Cody Cummings, who says, shout out to you, bro, for the super chat. Check out AMP token, has fantastic use case on the Flexa network. They just made Doge spendable at 41,000 locations. Wow. Interesting. Interesting, man. All right, let's check out AMP. People have been telling me to check out AMP a lot lately. It's not on Binance, huh? Okay. Well, it's pumping, that's for sure. It's pumping, and that's for sure. I mean, just like quick on-the-fly TA here. We've got the resistance on the weekly time frame right here. Let me make this yellow. I would say that we've got like a weekly support probably down here. So this doesn't give us much to work with now, does it? Let's go to the daily, and yeah, okay. So here we go. We're on the daily, and we've got. I mean, the levels on the daily and the weekly are pretty much the same right now. We do have a high volume node, a very high volume node right here, which is kind of right now acting as our support on the daily time frame, because we were able to wick down, but then we came back up again. And I would also say that this area here is also another high volume area. All right, so we're in a massive uptrend. Let's look down here. So we had this impulse up and then consolidation. This impulse up and then consolidation. Now we're getting another impulse up. And so it wouldn't surprise me if we do end up with some consolidation before we get another impulse up. On the 4 hour, we're printing this red dot, which means there needs to be some kind of cool off here. There needs to be some kind of cool off. Let's go down to the 1 hour and see what's happening. The 1 hour is, we've got the bearish divergences forming here, right, where we've got the higher highs and the lower highs. The 1 hour looks like the VWAP is about to come down and print a red dot. So really, just, and again, guys, this is just on the fly. Like I don't know anything about this coin, so don't take what I'm saying way too seriously. But it would be really nice to see us consolidate for a little, at least come down and retest these areas of support. The money flow, though, is like way off the charts, right? Super thick, so that's a very good sign. The money flow is getting extremely thick, extremely thick. This looks like the bell of like a trumpet, getting super thick there. Sound the alarm that we're about to blast off to outer space with Elon Musk around the spherical shaped Earth. And shout out to Memory Man. And by the way, let's go down to the 4 hour again. I mean, it looks like we're about to get another move to the upside, because the 4 hour VWAP is very tight, close to the zero line. Looks like we're going to print another like green dot somewhere like in here and get another move to the upside as far as AMP goes. And if the fundamentals are good, fundamentals really pump altcoins. However, be cautious, guys, because we just pumped. Here's another thing about altcoins. Most people find out about them after the pump, and then they buy, and then we come down. So, like, if I was, and I'm not involved with AMP in any way, I would never want to be buying in at an all-time high. I would want to see lower prices coming in. I would really want to see that. Okay, shout out to somebody who sent me 1,100 yen with a nice samurai sword, but I can't read your name because I can't read Japanese, unfortunately. I think that's Japanese because you gave me yen. But here's the thing. I wanted to learn Japanese. I wanted to learn it so bad when I was a kid. I wanted to watch it. I wanted to learn it so that I could watch Dragon Ball GT in Japanese before it was released in English. And so I had this really ghetto rip-off videotape of Dragon Ball GT in Japanese. Okay? Me and my friend Mike used to watch it there and pretend like we could understand it. We couldn't understand it. I'll tell you, it was much nicer when the English came out. But I'll tell you, it wasn't that Dragon Ball GT. It wasn't really worth the wait anyway, right? It wasn't as good as the Dragon Ball Z. And I'll tell you another thing. I wanted to learn Japanese because when Pokemon Gold and Silver came out, I actually on eBay got the Japanese versions of Pokemon Gold and Silver. Me and my friends got them, and you know, I wanted to learn Japanese. So I started playing Pokemon Gold and Silver in the Japanese version, figuring, yeah, I'll just look at Japanese enough and I'll figure it out. How hard could it be? Pretty dang hard, I'll tell you guys, especially if all you have is Pokemon Silver version and Dragon Ball GT. Okay? Shout out to Finite J, who says, check Bitcoin Bybit for daily green bull dot. Last time it happened was October 20. Let's see, do we have a daily green bull dot on the daily? What's a bull dot? Are you talking about this thing down here? What do you mean, October 20th? I don't see what you're talking about, Finite J. I don't see what you're talking about, man. I'm sorry. Oh, sweet. His name translates to Gennaro in Quezada. He's Mexican who lives in Japan. Oh, sweet, man. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the Trias shillers are gone. And also, my chat is down about 100 people. Oh, Market Cipher A. Oh, okay, you're talking about Market Cipher A. Well, here's the thing about Market Cipher A. I'm a big fan of Market Cipher A. But, let's take a look. Usually if we get the green bull dot and the blue triangle next to each other, that means that there's going to be some kind of a breakout. So let's go back to October 20th. And we can see that, yes, indeed. Oh, wait, that was October 9th. Indeed, October 2020 is probably what you meant. We have a green dot and a blue triangle next to each other. And, of course, back on July 22nd, we have the triangle and the dot next to each other. And so now, what do we have? We have a triangle and a dot within the same vicinity. I don't know. I don't know what to say. To be honest with you, I don't really use Market Cipher A on the higher time frames like this. I use it on like the 4-hour. I use it on the lower time frames, and mostly I use Market Cipher A for bearish signs. Like blood diamonds, yellow X's on the lower time frames. Or if I see a yellow X on the higher time frame, I know like that's it. The guys were going down. But I don't have much backtest experience with this. But if we just backtest what we have, it seems like these green dots are very powerful things. The only thing that concerns me is, you know, we're consolidating, right? We're consolidating. We're trading this range here. So it's a reassurance maybe that we maybe are going to hit some highs, but I can't really give any concrete ideas on it because I can't give any concrete ideas on it. I use Market Cipher A more as reassurances. Like if I'm already bullish, then I'll say, okay, we got a green dot. That reassures me in my bullishness. If I'm already bearish and I see yellow X's, all right, now I'm confident in my bearishness. But I don't like to just go only on Market Cipher A. And if I'm looking at Market Cipher B, and if I look at the Market Cipher DBSI, it's telling us on the daily that we're more bearish than we are bullish. It's telling us we're more bearish than we are bullish. So we shall have to wait and see. And it's a weekend coming up, guys. It's a weekend too. So, yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to have to cut the stream, but I appreciate all you guys being here. Again, if you want to get the course, jasoncaspertrading.com, let me put a discount in the chat for you guys. And also, let me see. I'll put the discount code in the chat. 10% off. Make sure you type it in. Don't copy and paste, otherwise it might not work. Also, if you don't have Market Cipher, you can get a 5% discount clicking the link in the description of the vid right here. What else do I show? Bybit. I show Bybit. Yeah, go on Bybit and sign up with my link. It's nowhere near as good as Carl from the Moon's link, but it's something. MARGEX Exchange. I've been trading on here a little bit lately. I've been kind of enjoying it. It's different. But if you sign up, you get $50 just for signing up. You get another $50 for depositing a very small amount of Bitcoin. And yeah, that's it. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I'll put the Market Cipher link and the code in the description of the video. BNB, I didn't get to look at BNB, but I will have to another time. But the giveaway, well, for the giveaway to happen, I need to get 3,000 likes during a live stream. Let's see if we can do that, and I will give it away. That's how we do it. All right, guys. Well, I pray that all of you are blessed, and yeah, receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel, which means may the Lord bless you and keep you, may He cause His face to shine upon you, and may He be gracious unto you, and may the Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel, the creator of heaven and earth, the creator of each one of us. And remember that, you know, there's a lot of things that we can get distracted with in this life. Making money, looking at charts all day and all night. But there's something that transcends all of this. And we were created with a purpose that transcends all these things. And at the end of the day, none of this stuff really matters unless we know the Lord and His purpose for us, because we were created for a lot more than what we are currently experiencing. And, you know, the hope that we have is that there is a resurrection of the dead, a literal resurrection of the dead, where we will have new bodies, where we will have no more pain, no more suffering, and we will actually be living out the reality that humanity was originally created to live. And there's no hope in humanism. There's no hope in ourselves. Look at what's happening to the world right now. When humans try to govern themselves, it leads to what we're seeing. And the hope is only found in the Lord Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah, God Himself, who took on flesh to redeem us from our current situation. Amen. And no, I am not a Seventh-day Adventist, but thank you for asking. I am not a Seventh-day Adventist. No, I'm not. In fact, I think Ellen G. White was a little whack, and I dislike very much so their supersessionism theology, where they believe that the Lord is done with His people Israel, the Jewish people. That's not scriptural. So I am not a Seventh-day Adventist. Yeah, Austin loves to hear the story of the Egyptian god Horus. Actually, it's really interesting, Austin. If you actually look into the story of the Egyptian god Horus, you'll find that there's a lot of inconsistencies with the biblical narrative. Like for example, he never actually did rise from the dead. But yeah, that's a whole nother topic that we can get into. But a lot of people like to throw around those things. Good old Austin, my friend. People like to throw around things like what you're saying here without actually researching the manuscripts and figuring these things out. But yeah. Shout out to Savage Trader. Savage Trader. Shout out to you, my brother. Okay, Travis has emailed me with no response. Travis, email this email. Travis, send me an email here, okay? I will get back to you. There was an issue on my website. there was an issue on my website. Yep, Hubert brings up a good point. Red dot on the monthly Bitcoin chart, that was at the end of 2017 crash. Yes, it is. Yes, it was. We need to keep that in mind. Yep. The bull market could be over at any time, guys. That's why I'm a big fan of, taking out profits on the way up. I know, right? Doesn't that email look super shady? Investcryptocurrencyonline@gmail.com. Next thing you know, I'm going to be telling you guys to join my secret Telegram group because my friend Bob, ever since I started listening to Bob, I've been making all this money. Yeah, check out Bob. And then all my friends come in, all the shills on the chat. Yeah, Bob, I've been using Bob too. Check out his Telegram. Yeah, sure thing, Travis. But what's growing in my garden? Right now, I got radishes almost ready to harvest. I got carrots, I got potatoes, I got garlic, I got kale, I got cabbage. I got parsley, I got dill, I have collard greens, I have Swiss chard, I've got mustard greens, arugula, lettuce. All these things are currently growing right now, and today I have a lot more things to transplant from the inside growing stations to the outside. We've also got the blueberry bushes starting to go nice looking. We got the apple trees starting to blossom, looking beautiful. Yeah, Andrew, shout out to Andrew. Get a hold of Bob on WhatsApp. Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Savage Trader. Yeah, with everything that's going on, I hear, if this whole grand solar minimum thing is real, I hear it's going to be cold in a lot of places, and it's going to kind of change the way we grow food. Yeah, I should put pictures up of the gardens, right? Ethereum Classic, Kartik Malani wants to know. I'll tell you something about it. It's pumping. It's pumping like crazy right now. Yes, Patrick, I do hydroponics. In fact, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but if I move the computer over here, you can actually hear the water flowing through the hydroponic system. So, yeah, people say it's real. I mean, I think it is too, but honestly, I don't know if the grand solar minimum is real or not, because here's the thing. I have no way to know that. All I have is Curtis, the Ice Age farmer, and some people on the interweb. That's all I have. So how can I know if it's real or not, But I believe that it is. There's definitely weather changing. There's definitely some weather changing. Andy S., shout out to you, my brother, Andy S. The chickens are doing good, man. Let me see if I can make you a mod today, Andy S. No. Oh, yeah, sweet. Now you're a mod. Yeah, chickens are good. My prediction for Ethereum Classic, I think it's going to pump just like all the other alts are pumping. I do. But, yeah, chickens are good. One of my roosters got an eye infection, and we've been dealing with that. We've been putting colloidal silver solution on his eye, and it's getting better. So, Baruch Hashem. Yeah, King Andrew says something that I'm not going to say on the stream, but yeah, I totally agree with you on that, man, for sure. I mean, that's something that can't even be disputed. I mean, they they talk about that openly. Shout out to Andy S. IOTA. I remember IOTA from back in the old bull run. Yeah, I was into that. I was into IOTA. I was into IOTA back in the last bull run. Let me zoom into the chat here, guys. Wow, I'm glad I don't live in Canada, Savage Trader. I want to move to the south. I'm in the northeast-ish area, and I'm trying to go down to Costa Rica. That would be where I would really want to live. But I am where I am. Dominic Smith, how did I learn Hebrew? I have a history with the Hebrew language, and then I got serious about it. Probably about 8 years ago now. I got serious about it. NR says Arizona's hitting 100s. That's awesome. I wish I was there, to be honest with you. Yeah, EJ Thomas, I do have a trading course, man. In the description of the video, check out jasoncaspertrading.com. And also, I'm pretty sure, no, I can get you a discount code. Here's the discount code for jasoncaspertrading.com. Zephyr Aaron, check out the stream. I actually go over Zilliqa. Nice. Travis goes to Costa Rica every year. That's awesome. Yeah, I know it's a great place for vacation, you know. Yeah, maybe someday I could live there. I have a lot of friends from Costa Rica. Yep, the course is lifetime, guys. The course is lifetime. Go to jasoncaspertrading.com, link in the description, and here's the code to get 10% off. Make sure you might have to type it in and not copy and paste it, because if you just copy and paste it, it might not actually work for you there. So yeah. Yeah, that's true, Roba. You know, you know, Muhammad died, Buddha died, but Yeshua, he's alive. And there's an empty tomb in Jerusalem, and there were a lot of witnesses to that. A lot of witnesses. Yeah, Seth, I went over DBSI yesterday. And in Costa Rica, there's no crypto taxes. Costa Rica is a pretty nice place as far as the government goes, you know. Shout out to Savage Trader, who says that these YouTube videos are nothing compared to the course. Yeah, guys, like in the course, I really do go into much detail. See you, Patrick. See you, man. Thanks for being here. And Colin, yeah, I hold ADA. I hold ADA. I love it. I love Cardano. I have a car. I have a friend named Don. And I think one of my favorite letters is the letter O. So that's why I'm into Cardano. There is no discount code for the Patreon, guys. I'm sorry. Am I reformed? What does that even mean? Do you mean, does that mean if it means that I'm not Catholic, then yeah, sure. Then yeah, I'm not Catholic, but Reformed, I mean, you know, there's a whole bunch of theological baggage that comes along with that, and you know, I don't know if I couldn't. Do you mean, am I Lutheran or am I Calvinistic? I mean, the Reformers. What do you mean? Do you mean, am I anti-Semitic? I mean, there's a lot of things that go along with being Reformed. There's a lot of doctrines that I disagree with there. So. Yes, yes, Big Moisture. Shout out to Big Moisture. Okay, you got to have that big moisture. If you are having a garden, you got to make sure things are moist in a big way. Can I buy the course with Bitcoin? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I feel you about the normal money. Yeah, I feel you. When can we start to expect crypto market corrections? That's a good question, Ricardo Farfan. The thing is, we don't know. We don't know. Oh, am I a Reformed Jew? Well, I guess you could say that, huh? Yeah, you know, the beliefs that I hold to are technically considered heretical to traditional Judaism. So perhaps then super Reformed. Yeah, I'm with Memory Man. Assume it could end at any moment, but let's hope it goes until October, you know? Shout out to Cryptomanic Pirate Coin. Arr! Yeah. And me gives the yeah. Zephyr, it's this video, bro. This video is the one that I talk about Zilliqa in earlier in this exact stream. LeJam says 2-hour Crown RSI about to cross and pump ETH. Cool. Yeah, I wonder how my trades are even doing right now. Bitcoin's doing quite well, 51%. Ethereum doing quite well, 40%. XRP 85% in the profit. I have no idea how my shorts are doing. I cannot access them right now because I do not have my VPN on, and my phone is not accessible to that account right this moment. So I'm probably getting wrecked. In my shorts. Let me check out the Ethereum price real quick and just see what's going on with it. I'm probably actually in profit with the Ethereum short still, but not very much. Party Up 10 Able says it doesn't matter what religion, it's the spirituality that counts. Spirituality. Yeah, I mean that could be true to a certain extent, religion, the way we think about it, right, is a system of rules and regulations, but there's a difference between religion and reality. And if you have a relationship with the real and living God, then that really is all that counts. However, you have to make sure that you have a relationship with the real and living God and not a false God. And unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one true God. And if you don't know him, then you are still in your sin. And, yeah, shout out to the Harrison clan. Yes, of course I've read the Book of Mormon, Chase White. Read the Book of Mormon, read the Quran, read many of the Hadith. Read the Vedas, parts of the Vedas. I'm very much into religion in general, studying it. I'm very much into that. So, of course, I've read the Book of Mormon. Yeah, it's an interesting book, a very interesting book. Good old Joe. Good old Joe and the golden tablets, written in ancient Egyptian. No one saw the golden tablets except Joe. So it's a good thing we can trust the guy. It's a good thing he wrote a book about it. Tongue-in-cheek, guys, tongue-in-cheek. Yeah, Travis Kale says the Lord will return very soon. We're the last generation. I mean, I do think we're getting close. I mean, there's a lot of signs. There's a lot of signs that we are living in the last moments of time. There's a lot of signs, right? We have the Jewish people living in the land of Israel. That's a big sign. Something that was impossible. But yet, it was prophesied about thousands of years ago that the Jewish people would be exiled from their land for many, 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 many years and then miraculously brought back. That's a sign. That's a sign. Because people forget, according to the scripture, the Messiah returns, of course, to bring salvation to his people, but first and foremost, to bring salvation to the Jewish people, right? To Israel, while they're living in the land. So the fact that they are living in the land is a sign that that the world is being set up for these prophecies to play out. When is the best time to buy V-Chain, says Zana Ari Essia. Well, I talk about that in the stream, to be honest with you. So go back and rewatch the stream. It'll be up still after I end the stream. Could I check XRP? Please. XRP. Well, yeah, let's check it out. Here's XRP on the daily time frame. We got two dojis. Doge. Oh, man. That's so funny that they're called dojis. yeah, we're coming down a little bit. Looks like the 1 hour is about the red dot on us, and then who knows what might happen. We might just come down all the way down, all the way down. I don't know. My trade's up 81%. I've already been taking profit on the way up. Took some profit down here, took some profit up here. Add to my position down in this area, and I better take some profit out now. I never listened to Sleeping Giant, the Harrison clan. I never did, man. Peace out, Andy S. Peace out, bro. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you so much, man. I really do. Oh, yeah, RSR, Memory Man, I think is a Sleeping Giant. But, yeah, cool, guys. Thank y'all for being here. I actually really do got to go. But it's been a good stream. So, peace, y'all.